let's chat yarn. It's our thing. Good morning. It's morning coffee with Nice and Knit. I'm Katie. And I'm Kara. And we're joining you after a very long hiatus. It was never intended, but unfortunately, we've been busy, and that's a good thing. It is a good thing. We have really, really exploded in the past 6 months. Yes. And been too busy to take a break and podcast. We keep putting it on the schedule and then we die instead, or we ship orders instead. But we're excited to be back and looking forward to next weekend at Vogue Knitting Live is keeping us very, very excited, nervous, and what else? Well, first, let's say thanks for sticking with us. Yeah, through the whole break. So if you're with us, thank you for staying. But Vogue is I've been a little bit terrified for a few months. You haven't admitted it. Just really nervous for it, but now that it's less than a week away, I'm just excited. We have a ton of stuff we're taking with us. New yarns, new colors, kits. We've been dyeing like nonstop. And we keep thinking, okay, we have enough, and then, we don't have enough of this color, so we throw on some more pots. Yesterday, we're like, we're not dyeing anymore, and by the end of the day, I think we did another 100 skeins at least. Yes, but we are really officially done because we have to label. We have to pack up. Yeah. So if you are going to Vogue Knitting Live, we hope you'll come and see us at the JW or the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. We're at booth 408. Booth 408. We have a lot of special items we're bringing with us, and one of them is, you want to talk about the bags with Sandy? Sure. We got to know Sandy by the lakeside through her amazing project bags that she creates and also her podcast that she has. So if you don't know about her or don't follow her, check out Sandy by the lakeside. She is a seamstress, sewist. She is a phenomenal. Yes. So we asked her to work with us on collaboration to create project bags because I think we talked about it last time how crazy we are about bags. We're bag ladies. Yes, we are. So we thought it would be a good addition to our booth. So we have, this is the small project bag, and they're called City Lights, and they're available in the large and small size. I'm not sure you can see. They have a nice, amazing, sparkly silver bottom, and like a denim-y chambray top. The inside has a adorable gingham check, and we're super excited to have these. So once you get off on the 5th floor and you can walk straight to our booth, you're going to want to snag one of these as quick as possible. And they have really cute silver tassels and a little pair of scissors on there, and they stand on their own, stand up on their own. There's just the right size too. So I'm working on a sweater right now. It fits nicely in this bag with a little handle, and then the small project bag is great for like a hat or a pair of socks. But they're really good to just throw it like in your purse. Yeah. And go. They're amazing. We love them. And they're exclusive to our booth. It's the only place. So we worked with Sandy on picking out fabrics, coordinating colors, and it's been a lot of fun. So we also will have, she will be at our booth. Do you know the times? Sunday. I'll put it in there. Okay. She'll be at our booth Saturday, and I think it's 10 to 12 to 2. That sounds right. But we'll put it in the show notes. We've been working on a lot of details lately, so they're slipping. They're starting to slip. So she'll be at our booth. And Sophia, also from the Knitters League, if you follow their podcast, if you don't, go subscribe to them too. They're fun to watch and see all their projects. But Sophia from the Knitters League will also be helping us in our booth. We are very happy that she'll be along. Just give us time to either walk around or even just eat,
maybe
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All of the above. So we're, looking forward to that too. We also have an exclusive colorway that we'll be bringing with us. Grab it in fingering if you can. I was going to grab a couple different weights here. But our Times Square colorway, you can see it. Super bright and cheery. Definitely outside of my typical dyeing.
Yes.
But this, I was just inspired by the lights of Times Square to really go outside my box. Driving into Manhattan. Is it Manhattan?
It is. That's where we're headed.
It's a little outside my box too. So,
and I think it's good because we don't normally dye these colors, that it is exclusive to Vogue and the show. So, it is just something special.
Here it is in mohair, worsted, and fingering. We do have DK that we'll be bringing as well.
Skeins are limited, and we've heard from a lot of people that they would like it after Vogue, so we'll kind of see where we're at.
Yep.
Make sure we have some energy left, but if we can, we'll dye some after and post it online.
So I feel like we just jumped right into Vogue, which is great because that's really what's been on our mind all along these past few months, really. But we've got, lives other than that too.
Oh yeah, we do.
So we've been keeping up with our crazy kids. Ryan, my oldest, started driving, so that's helped a little bit.
He has his license. He got his license.
Yeah, he got his license. So legally driving. And that's been really great. It's been fun so far. No major issues. And you've got Brooklyn in school.
Yes, my oldest started kindergarten, so her oldest is driving when mine goes to kindergarten. We're kind of in different kid phases, but equally.
But we try to keep each other sane. Whatever. She's good. Kara's good with tempering me in the teenage years, and
she reminds me to be patient with the temper tantrums. So.
I wasn't as much as I should have been, so that works out.
Yes. And then your other two. I mean, you have more than just.
Yeah, I know, but that was just like the biggest news I could think of. Yeah, they're great too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My other, Emmett's going to preschool, and he and I are kind of trying to figure each other out right now because he's about to turn 4. So those temper tantrums are primarily coming from him. And then my youngest is going to turn 2, so she's learning about the temper tantrum thing and starting that. So, yeah, we're knee-deep in it.
Yeah. Yep. And Brandon is my second, and he also just bought a truck, so he's getting ready to drive. They're only 14 months apart, my older two, so that's, they're right on the heels of each other. And they're both playing basketball together, so that's keeping them busy. They're both made the varsity team, so that's really fun. And then Darren is in middle school, and he also is on the basketball team, so there's lots of games to go to. And other than that...
You bring your knitting.
Yeah.
When you go to the games.
Yeah.
Yep.
So...
and I think last time we podcasted, we talked about going on vacation, our whole family. So we did do that. That happened last July. And we'll throw in a picture of all the kids.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. And then summer flew by. And then, once school starts, it's all very busy.
Yes.
And then we had Christmas, the whole Christmas season.
Year. We were so amazed at we released a new pattern, a free pattern called the Buffalo Plaid Beanie. And we did kits in 3 colorways.
We did holiday colorways. Kind of holiday.
Yes.
I mean, inspired by winter plaids.
So we had our tartan, poinsettia, and black watch. And this made our gift set that came with 3 pom-poms in a box as a gift set, and it just blew us out of the water, the response to the
to a free hat pattern. So go on Ravelry, check it out. We'll put up a picture in there.
So that has kept us incredibly busy this winter.
The Christmas season was amazing, so thank you all for your support, and we hope you love the yarns you got.
Tartan, poinsettia, and black watch. And very, Kara knit why don't you show your hat that you knit? In black watch.
In black watch. So I have had this hat pattern in my Ravelry favorites for probably since it came out. I mean, it feels like years. What's the name of it? It is called Phaedra by Goodwin Johnson. Johnston.
It's cute.
Okay. So I'll just wear it. So it is a single, so the pattern calls for a bulky weight. And as you know, we don't have a nice and knit bulky weight. So I used our...
Just show the side.
Oh, side, okay.
So, like cranking, yeah.
I used our worsted weight and held it double. And
good.
a single skein, knit the hat. And I had just a little bit of yarn left over. So one skein will make the hat, and then
so when Kara winds it, then she just wound one skein into 2 balls.
2 balls, yep.
And then you just pull it together. So
yes.
Even I would also with the speckle, a lot of the speckles, this isn't really speckle, it's a little more tonal, it has speckles in it. But a lot of the speckles, if you're worried about pooling, I suggest doing that anyway and just alternating.
With any hand dyed, just alternate your skeins.
But especially with the speckles,
yes.
And there's a lot of different colors going on, wind it into 2 balls and then just alternate so that you get all of the marling and the speckles and all throughout your projects. That's a tip that we really do. And I know people don't like to alternate. We get that question all the time. Do I have to alternate? Yes, just do it. Yeah. Your garment will be so much nicer all around.
And once you get past that like mental block of I don't want to do it and just that it's part of the process, it really, it's not a big deal at all.
Now these haven't been, and this was a speckle and it works. So I think a lot of the time you have to look at your skein and see. Or once you start, even with my,
well, I feel like,
right now I'm working on a Kate's poncho, for instance. I did alternate this all throughout. At the bottom, I'm doing the ribbing right now, and I was like, I can get away without alternating the ribbing. I started, and I had a lot of gray pooling in certain areas, and my eye kept going to it, and it just drove me nuts. So I ripped out the whole ribbing and started over, broke the skein in 2, and I've been just finishing the ribbing, alternating as well. And it's painless, and it's so much more worth the time just to do it right.
And it really doesn't necessarily really add time, but if you alternate every other round, there's no like jumping, there's no what's the word?
If you're in the round.
Yeah, if you're working it in the round, you're not going to have
just dropping it and picking up the next without
just do it every other round. Work 2 balls at a time, and if you have like a multi-skein project like a sweater, I sometimes like wind half a ball, set it aside, wind the rest, and just kind of mix them up. And I just grab 2 random balls. I don't know what skeins they're from.
That's another thing I did too.
And then just work it like
I didn't just do. I maybe picked up 2 of them, then did the 3rd skein, because this is 3 skeins.
Yes.
I put it in and out throughout, not constantly just the 2.
Yes.
I worked the 3rd one in as well.
Yes.
Now this is Kate's poncho. I said that in our autumn colorway. And I chose to do a crew neck. Call it a crew neck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Instead of the cowl seed stitch neck. So it's going to be a little longer than the other Kate's poncho. I'm almost done, and I plan to wear this at least probably once at Vogue.
Oh, yeah.
And I will put up what I did differently in my Ravelry notes. Perfect. Once I update my Ravelry with, 25 projects.
And I think if we're just, like, let's just be super frank about it. You're spending a lot of money on yarn. You're spending a ton of time making something. Make it amazing. Don't have all these stripes in there, or like, I feel like you then have to justify it. Like, oh, I love this project, but I didn't alternate so you can see it. Like, there's always that asterisk if you don't alternate and you feel like you have to justify it or say it, or like, yeah, it's really great, but like you can kind of see the difference between the skeins. Like, it just gives your project an asterisk instead of being like,
and we've done.
Look at this amazing thing I made. It's awesome.
We've definitely tried. We have.
Oh, but like for no reason. Really.
I know. Like even with this ribbing, I know that. Why did I even do that?
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Enough.
Alternate your skeins. Yep. You will never be sorry you did. You will probably always be sorry if you didn't.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Okay, we're off that soapbox.
Okay. So what are you working on?
I'm working on our Millie sweater. This is a sort of a dolman sleeve pullover, fingering weight sweater. And I think if you look on it, there's like quite a few of these style sweaters that have come out recently.
Yeah.
So
like the no frills sweater is very similar.
Yes, and like the turtle dove from Splash Rico. There's a lot of patterns like this. Basic raglan, drop
dolman sleeve.
Yeah, a drop, kind of armpit area, and then a boxy flowy. I love that. Yes. So I am knitting this in fingering weight, but I'm also holding it.
Get close so I can see that.
With a strand of our mohair. Oh, you can see how fuzzy and amazing that is. This is incredibly, incredibly soft and warm. Mohair, despite being just a lace weight, is so, so warm. And it just feels luxurious. So I'm knitting this in our royal colorway. Both the fingering weight is royal and the mohair color is royal. So here they are together here. And yeah, I love it. I can't wait to wear it. Mm-hmm. So this will also be done for Vogue. I'm hoping with all the football that's on this weekend, I can just sit on the couch and knit for a while. But
we'll have a lot of different combinations.
Oh yeah. I'm almost to the ribbing. I finished one sleeve. I finished a sleeve right after I split, just so that to like get one out of the way.
But I'm insane about this combination. It's a little glary on the but it's our robin's egg.
Beautiful, beautiful, like seafoamy blue, right? Mm-hmm. Would you call that kind of seafoamy?
And seaside in the mohair. So there's so many different combinations that we'll be bringing with us as well.
And if you're into the whole mohair thing, you can try and I'm going to show this.
Here, I'm just insane about
Try to think. So it's nice when you can match them, right? So like the seaside, the robin's egg, the color tones are the same. In my sweater, it's royal and royal. But Katie had the idea of taking a skein of yarn and then holding it with like a completely different color of mohair. So here I have High Tide in our DK, holding it with olive juice for the mohair. And it is basically one of the most amazing things I've done.
Yeah,
it was
just love that.
Totally Katie's idea, so I stole it. Mm-hmm. But this is just a hat. This is going to be the Kobu hat.
I think a million in that would be. Oh,
I just want some amazing cardigan in it. I printed off a ton of patterns.
You know what? Magnolia.
Oh, Magnolia would be great. Okay, so we'll show Magnolia, but this, like, seriously is to die for. And then someone asked recently, like, other yarns, if you don't like mohair, you don't like to knit with mohair, it feels like as soft as cashmere. Like, it's that luxurious.
So, Selena from Dank Fiber knit this sample for us. Here. And it is so special and just absolutely gorgeous.
This is also fingering weight held with the mohair.
And it's our driftwood colorway. And when you put this on, it's like, it really is luxury.
It's really like you bought it at a very high-end store.
Yeah,
I really like
it. It fits us perfectly.
Yes.
And
that is, this pattern, if you look at it on Ravelry, it is so well done that it fits everyone perfectly. Like, she has sized it so nicely, like, no matter your shape, your size, how tall you are, how short you are, like, that sweater fits everyone amazing. Just the gauge of it is
So this is another sample we'll have with us. A lot of these, you know, we keep saying about Vogue. I know a lot of people are not going to Vogue. We will have a huge shop update in February with all of our kits. We plan on putting things, you know, kits up like this.
Yeah, and in different colorways, so you can see like what we would be inspired by. So, for example, like the olive juice and the high tide together.
I feel like we're jumping around a lot, but that is, you know, that's how we are.
This is like our daily routine. Like,
and wait, I thought, we're gonna do that instead.
You know what I meant to tell you?
So, that was a goal. We said once we get back to revamp our site with our kits. So February is going to be kit month. We're definitely going to have adventure wraps in February.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, we are getting daily requests for adventurous wrap kits, or just the 25 skein mini sets. And I think we're going to have a few different colorways to choose from in those, like lighter, maybe some jewel tones. So that's a big goal of ours also. Yes. So a lot of these, we're talking about them for Vogue, but they'll also be available to everyone.
Yeah, and that's number one priority when we come back, is like a website update. We have all these projects we've been working on, and we just need to put them on our site and available to everyone.
Okay, so we have a child coming in at the moment, but...
Hey, dude, come here. You want to be on a video? Step over the cord.
Come here, lovey. Come here.
Candy?
I think it's okay if you have a candy.
Say hi.
But you knew I would say it was okay, huh?
Somebody came to ask if they can have candy. What do you guys think? I think he can have candy, right?
You have some fruit snacks down there too, Darren.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna go back with Darren. Mommy's gonna finish her video. Okay.
Love See you later.
What is your video?
What's my yarn video? It's for yarn. For Nice and Knit. Here's another kit we will have available as well. Cozy Winter. And you can put hoots in the notes. But this is also in our Driftwood colorway, which is a real favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Always has been. This is like one of the first colors we dyed, and we were always in search of this gray.
Yes. It is like one of the reasons we started dyeing.
Yeah. And I held worsted with our sock yarn because it called for a bulky as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really great. I like to wrap it.
We had a question about that on Instagram. So if something calls for bulky weight, like how do we know what yarns to substitute? And then like you go up a needle size or down a needle size.
So I didn't go up any needle size. I just used the same needle size. And especially with a garment like this, it's okay if it doesn't, you don't really get gauge.
Yes.
So I didn't even try for gauge. Yeah. I just knew that this would look good and work good. Yeah. So I went with it.
And I said that too. I'm like, well, we worked with our yarns long enough to know. So we can always help people like, oh, if you want a bulky, you could use fingering with DK. You can use fingering with worsted. You can use 2 DK. Worsted,
yes.
And 2 worsted. So we can help kind of figure out based on the project and the needle size that it calls for. But usually we'll try and get the yarn up to the needle size, and if we don't, then we'll change our needle size. If it was a sweater,
like works.
If it was a sweater, I would probably be a little more.
Yeah, then you'd have to
swatch that. Just to make sure.
Yep. Oh, I'm wearing this one too.
I know you.
We have
so much to show. That's what happens when you don't podcast for half a year.
So this is
Correa
by Amba O'Brien. And Katrina from
I Am Cat Redding
on Instagram sample knit this for us, and it is stunning. She is a very, very impeccable knitter.
Yes.
So it was really fun to collaborate with her on this. And
Amba O'Brien's one of our favorite designers.
All time.
Like, every pattern she comes out, I want to knit that. Yes. What colors? What are we going to do?
So colors are November Rain, the dark gray here. Dockside. Drive-in, and Autumn.
This is a 4 skein project.
And so we will also have kits available in this online coming soon. And at Vogue Knitting Live we'll have this. I love how this shape wraps.
Yes.
It's a really easy. I love the tails that hang down. And this is my total love shape.
It's fingering weight, and with that lace work, it creates like this drapey. Yeah, it's lightweight, definitely warm, but it just you could wear. It's so different than this, where it's like very bundled. This is like you could wear all day long.
And we'll have a lot of different 4 color combinations that you could go with.
We had that with them. We have this and with those colors.
Yeah, I mean you can do anything, but we'll have different 4 color options with us. You could go super brights, Mayflowers, Royal. This is our Pearls colorway. We'll have a lot of that with us too. It's another favorite.
Also, I think do something like more, like a little more safe if you stick within like the same color family.
Yeah. This is what we do all day also. We just,
Oh my goodness.
we gotta do together. So, this is another amazing sample from such a talented knitter that we're excited to have with us.
And we can talk a little bit more about that. Like this fall, we started using some sample knitters because we finally realized that we can't do it all, whether we want to or not, and we can't knit everything we want to knit. So we found some people that are amazing knitters
and are willing to help us out.
Knitters, and we're so glad to work with them. So one is Kat.
Jen did nurture for us.
Yes.
Too.
Yep. And then we have.
With us?
I can go grab it. Okay. We have some people local to us, some friends. We have Jocelyn, Nancy. So we created this little network that have been awesome to work with. Let me go grab that nurtured.
And we really need to get them more yarn. Part of them, part of it was like, oh, they're willing to do more, and we just need to send out more yarn to them so they can get on some more for us before the spring.
Yes, well, let's start on spring samples.
Oh, there's a pull on that side.
This is the Nurtured Sweater by Andrea Mowry. This is a long sleeve crop in worsted weight.
Yep.
And I think this size took, we have like 3 skeins or something.
Skeins,
it was it's beautiful. It has like a really awesome slip stitch texture pattern to it. She was super fast. And this is really fun to wear. I didn't think I was into the whole cropped thing.
It looks really good on you.
Until this sweater, and so, yes, I'm into the whole cropped thing. And then we have, I mentioned Jocelyn is one of our knitting friends. She comes to knit night with us, and we got to hang out with her at Rhinebeck, and she knit this Elton sweater by Hoagie Locatelli.
Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous.
And this is in olive juice, and it's using our Silky Single
which I think I have some
mohair. So if you check out this pattern on Ravelry, it is just a beautiful cardigan. I think that this would be an awesome spring knit because it is so lightweight, and you can just put a little cami under it.
So I think we'll also have these as kits available.
Yes. Basically any finished object that we've done in the past 6 months is going to become a kit on our website, and I think that really makes it easy for people. Like, okay,
and we've had so many requests for it. So in our rush to get off to Vogue, we haven't gotten them up yet, but we will be doing that.
Should we show the adventurous wrap? We kind of talked about it.
So we'll also have, we were talking about Nancy and Jocelyn, mother daughter.
Yes.
But Nancy knit this sample.
Nancy's Jocelyn's mom, and we used to work. I used to work with her when I was in high school.
As did I. She
So
when Ryan was, they had a shower for me at work, and she knit
a baby blanket.
No, not knit.
Quilt.
Yeah, she sewed a quilt for me. Nancy knit this for us using our 25 skein mini sets. Ooh, how do we say that?
Our groupies, the nice and knit groupies.
And it really, this is a work of art.
Oh, yes.
So we will have this.
And this is another Amba pattern. This was Amba's Advent patterns.
Colors.
So this was released December 1st, and it was, you knit one color a day until Christmas. So if you look on Ravelry, there's some amazing, amazing projects out there. So we do have a ton of kits that are going with us to Vogue. We'll eventually stop talking about Vogue, but for now, they're all going with us. If there are any left from Vogue, we're hoping not, but if there are, we'll immediately post them online, but then we're also going to do a shop update in February with those. We'll introduce some more colors. But it's really special, and I think the kits are special because it's just like a set of all these colors. You can't get them any other way. They're unique colors. And
each time I dye them, I try to stay somewhat in the same color families, but I do mix it up. I'm not trying to repeat the exact same adventurous wrap each time. So
when we post them, if you love that one, you probably won't get that exact same one again.
Yes, yeah.
So
grab it if you see it, and grab it if you see it, because they do tend to sell out fast. So
yeah.
I have a couple more finished objects. Do you?
I'm going to save them for next time.
All right. Well, I have, my Weekender sweater. This is another Andrea Mowry pattern. So this is the Weekender.
You could put a picture of it.
Yeah,
wearing it because it's so.
I would say
yummy.
this is my favorite sweater I've ever knit.
I think it is.
So again, I held it with mohair. I guess I'm mohair crazy. I don't know how I got on that train or why, but basically everything I knit these days,
and we were not like that. We did not think so. And then we started dyeing it. And
I imagined it to be worse to work with than it is. Like I imagined I think I pictured it more like Angora. Like if I was working with it, it would be in my nose and my,
Yeah.
So this is our November Rain color. It's an awesome speckle that we came out with this fall. So it's a gray and brown with little tiny flecks of purple in it. And I held it with a strand of our driftwood colorway in the mohair. So it really toned the speckle and the color down. But I love it. And like we said before, with mohair, it's just so incredibly warm and soft. And I would knit this again in a heartbeat, maybe 2-3 times.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe in that high tide and
Yeah.
woo, here's another
Combo that would be amazing
combo.
for me, right?
Yeah, for the Weekender. That I think this mint chip and our autumn mohair. The autumn mohair has this sheen of gold in it that is just
It's extraordinary, really.
So lots of combinations coming. Lots of new things to the website in February. Lots with us to Vogue. What else?
I have more projects to show.
Oh.
Should I?
Okay. Yeah. It's great.
The sweater I'm wearing is the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. So we have quite a few Andrea sweaters. But I just didn't fade it. So I knit it in a solid.
So nice on you.
And I had done the Comfort Fade in a fade. And what I really liked about it was the fit, the shape, the shawl collar. And I mostly just loved like grabbing it and running out the door. But I didn't always know how to match it with certain things. So I just wanted a solid that I could throw on and wear with everything. So I knit this in drive-in.
And you also did
Just
it in
a very
worsted,
good.
right? Instead of
Yes,
DK.
yeah. So the pattern calls for DK. I knit it in worsted. And I didn't change anything about it. And it fit me.
Except the fading, yeah.
I just mean I didn't change my needle size or anything like that. I just did worsted and went with the original pattern.
It's really
And
nice.
I love it. And then, okay, so the last one I'm going to show is this. This was wanted to call it my Christmas sweater, but I ended up finishing it a few days after Christmas, so it became my New Year's sweater. This is called Drama by Jen Steinglass, and it feels really special. I love the color work pattern on it. And I did my color work different than I had previously. I'm a thrower knitter when I knit. And so I actually just kind of figured out how to do a two-handed color work.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I didn't know you did.
Yeah. For all the color work. So I did it two-handed, and I'm so happy because before, when I was throwing, I would drop a strand, pick it up, and my color work would not be very even, and I'd have to block it out and kind of hope it would work, and my floats would not be. But my color work was so even this way that it was not ripply. It was not.
That's awesome when you learn something new and you take the time to do it, because a lot of time I'm like, I'm faster doing it this way.
I thought I would be faster, but I think two-handed was faster. Once I got the hang of it, it was much, much faster. And so
it's just all about the tension on your fingers. Like you can do it, but it's like
it did take practice.
Yeah,
but I think that my floats,
they're amazing. Looks great.
Everything was really even,
nice,
and it was like that even before blocking. So that was, that was like a major win. I felt like, I learned something new, and I felt a little more expert.
That's good.
Yes. So awesome pattern. She has mittens that match this. The original pattern, actually, the color work is done in like 3 different color gradient, different grays. But I just went with 2 colors. This is worsted weight, and so I used peony with the mum. So it has like a chrysanthemum colorway.
I love that color combo. It's like J. Crew.
Yes,
isn't it?
It's a preppy pop.
It's good.
Yep. What else we got? Let's
we have a lot. It's just remembering everything, you know. We have our Pleister bags that we got.
More bags
that we really love. Zip her up. I think I'm gonna pack in this.
Oh yeah, we'll be bringing them to Vogue. I have it in the olive green color.
Really, really enjoy these bags.
They can't see your pockets that you're digging in, but they have a lot of pockets inside. They zip closed. It's a backpack.
Yes.
Which is nice, and your hands free when you're shopping for yarn.
You could put the picture in.
Yeah.
But we're very impressed with these. We got these from Black Sheep.
Nope.
Black Mountain. Black Mountain Yarn Shop in North Carolina, South Carolina? North Carolina. Yeah. So highly recommend these. So many good colors. They have a pouch inside, also a project bag. That's really good too. It has a couple pockets
very
in
nicely
there too.
made.
Yep. Highly recommend those. I know I'm going to be bag shopping in Vogue. I know I will,
we can't help ourselves.
Yeah. We don't need them, but we like them.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's some there.
Yeah. We have more projects, but I think we'll just have to
I think we should wait because it's like overload.
Yeah.
I do have a favorite. I can't say a favorite color, but I just thought I'd share this surf. It's just, we're gonna have a lot of this with us too. Look at them.
Blues and greens and grays.
Just some of these colors we don't highlight enough.
Yeah.
And
it's a really good staple because you can match that with so many different things.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing on its own, of course, but you can go greens with it, you can go grays with it, you can go blues with it. It works in fades really well.
So these are some of the colors. I can show you. Surf with tiki and robin's egg. We'll have gorgeous fades.
Look, you're making that.
I know.
Something. This is what we really do this all day long.
Yeah.
Pick up colors. I need to make something with this.
And our friend Carol was working with us this past week, and she started the Plumpy by Andrea Mowry in DK. So we'll have lots of options for that as well.
This is exciting. I'm excited.
I know, I'm getting excited too. I am nervous, but I am really excited. And leaving, it's going to be a little hard for you to leave your kids for.
It'll be hard,
4
but
days, Thursday,
I
Friday,
know
Saturday,
they'll
Sunday.
be fine. My husband will be fine with them.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. It's just
they'll stay up late. They'll eat too much candy. They'll be on the iPad way too much, but they're gonna survive and they'll be fine for it. So
I mean, I thought of Kev coming with us, but then I'd leave the boys home alone.
Yeah, well,
that's too long. I think.
They might not hate it. They're teenagers.
Yeah. Might not be the best idea ever. So.
Oh, it's good.
We should show our little cards and stickers.
Yeah. Let me grab them.
I just keep looking down at that Kobu cat that you're making, and I think I'm going to take it over.
Oh, you sure?
I think I need to.
All right.
We got to finish it in a week.
I know. All right. So we keep.
Here are these stickers we had made up for Vogue, and we'll have in our booth too. Yeah, we can put them on your laptop. We don't
or your
have
favorite knitting notebook, or
I think we're gonna do on sales over 100. You'll get a sticker. We don't know how long that will last. We don't have a huge amount of them.
We don't have a lot of extras.
So while they last.
Yeah. We do have tons and tons of these. This is a little postcard that we'll be handing out with every purchase, and then we've recruited a few friends to hand them out also. So it's a little card, but what's cool is on the back there is going to be a discount code. So for your online purchase, February 1st to May 1st. And like we said, February is going to be kit month. So if you are interested in any kits, see if you can get your hands on one of these. If you have a friend going, have them grab you one.
And it's for 15% off.
15% off.
February through May.
Yep.
So grab a card.
So, and make sure you come see us. We're also, we are sponsors of the event. So you can also, we'll be at the, not we personally, our yarns will be at the yarn tasting table. So if you like the colors, but you're not sure how it's going to feel on the needles, go check it out at the yarn tasting table. We have 3 of our different weights that will be up there for you. We have worsted weight fingering. And DK, I think we sent.
I was also going to say, we talked about this. We haven't nailed it down, but I think we should mention that if you take a picture in our booth,
yes,
and tag Nice and Knit, hashtag Nice and Knit, and tag us, you will be entered to win.
Yeah.
A 25 skein,
a groupie set.
It's a huge gift, really.
It's
a $200 value. So if you come into our booth, take a picture with us, or take a picture with the yarn, take a picture with our sign, tag us, follow us on Instagram, and yeah, that's how you enter
your friends. Yeah.
I think we can make up a sign for that.
Sure.
And it'd be great.
Okay.
What else?
I don't know. I think we have to go finish our knits.
And finish
And get
staying up
back, so-
our 25 minis.
Yeah. So I think that'll be it for today. But because we do have more finished objects to show, and because we're going to have a ton of content from next week, we are going to podcast again. It's definitely one of my 2019 New Year's resolutions is to do this more often. We started it with the plan of doing these all the time. And so
we do need to.
We hope we can do it more often. We can't do it all.
Another thing I was going to say, is that gone from my brain already?
Hopefully we'll see you. Stop by. Make sure you introduce yourselves. You guys know us. Probably we don't always see your face, so just say who you are, what your Instagram, name it, whatever. We may hopefully recognize you.
I know.
But we definitely want to meet you. So please swing by and say hi.
And everybody's welcome, and please come and
let's chat yarn. It's our thing.
Thank you.
Have a good day.